welcome to Ready Steady Freeform. You will notice there is a stick underneath the sign. I've literally just stuck it to the wall. I've used no nails, so we'll see if it holds. And yeah, so if it falls down, be a good blooper. So welcome to Ready Steady Freeform, and today we are going to make strawberry soufflé. So let's see how it goes. Let's get cooking. Okay, so the recipe we're using today is from Perry's Plate. I got it off of Pinterest. I have made it before. I am going to halve the mixture because the last time I made it, I didn't have enough ramekins to fill all the mixture, and I had souffle just everywhere, and I was making everyone eat it on the night. So I'm halving the mixture as best I can, and we'll see hopefully if it works out. Now I do have 7 ramekin dishes here, so I've got a combination of different sizes, but they're all small. She says to use large ones, but I don't have large ones, so we're using small ones, and we'll see how it goes. Here we have the ingredients ready to get going. So the ingredients that she says are 18 ounces of fresh or frozen strawberries. If they're frozen, they've got to be thawed. 4 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice, 5 egg whites, split separately, so 2 in one bowl and 3 in another, and 6 tablespoons of raw honey. And that's divided as well, so 3 in 2 receptacles. Now, because I'm halving the mixture, we're going to kind of mess around with it a little bit. As much as I don't like messing around with souffle, we're going to see what happens today. I'm sure it will be tasty whatever happens. So long as I can get the meringue to whip up, I think we'll be okay. Everything else can be a bit thrown together. So we've got, I'm using 3 egg whites, okay? So I've got 1 in one bowl and 2 in another because I've still split it. Then I've got honey here. That is split about 1.5 tablespoons, and I've also got honey here, which is 1.5 tablespoons, with 2 teaspoons of lemon in. So I've grated the frozen lemon again, and 2 teaspoons of juice and rind it is, okay? So that's that. And then we've got the strawberries. So we've got the strawberries here. You can use a food processor to whiz them up, but I've got them here in the Vitamix, and I've defrosted them, so that should be fine. It does say blitz them up and then de-seed them, but I'm not going to bother with that. I can't be bothered with a sieve and all that palaver. So seeds are an irritant, so if you're struggling with seeds, then maybe, yeah, you do need to sieve it through. But if not, then if you can cope with the seeds, they're not ginormous, are they, in strawberries, so it'll be fine. So let's have a look to see what we've got to do first. So we're preheating the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 160 on a fan, 180 for regular, and gas mark 4 for those on gas. So now we're going to whiz the strawberries. So there we have it, whizzed strawberries. It's lovely jubbly. Right, so we're going to transfer the strawberries into this bowl. Now you can transfer it into a stand mixer instead of a bowl. All right, now the only stand mixer I have is ginormous. It's an industrial one, so I can't be bothered getting that out. So I'm just going to use the hand mixer. This smells absolutely lush. So good. I have to taste it. Smells as good as it tastes. Okay, so in this we are going to put the 2 egg whites. I'm quite nervous about this. We're putting the 2 egg whites. Let's go. Don't be silly, don't be nervous. Let's just do what the recipe says. We've made it before and it worked, so it's going to work again. So we've got the 2 egg whites, and we've got the honey with the lemon. I've used 3 tablespoons of honey in this recipe, so I've halved it. It's about 1.5 tablespoons in here, and the same held back. So the honey and the 2 teaspoons of lemon. Okay, so we're going to beat these now with a hand mixer. Okay, so that took quite a while, that's why you want a stand mixer. But nonetheless, it's done. And you can see there that the bowl is almost full. She says whisk it until the bowl's almost full. So that's what I've done. I was surprised that the meringue has expanded because you're told that if you have the slightest thing in the egg white, it won't whip up. And yeah, we just filled it full of strawberry stuff and lemon and honey and it's whipped up. So, okay, so let's, we are going to clean these because we're afraid of getting things in the egg white still. And we're going to whip these up and fold them in. To be honest, I have been on the receiving end of egg whites that won't whip up. So I do know the science behind not getting anything in your egg whites. It's just that that was a bit strange. So let's whip these up. Okay, so that's whipped up. That's just 1 egg white, all right? So we're going to add in slowly the remaining honey. Okay. So I'm just going to taste this. See, I tasted that, it's not very sweet. That's just about right. I don't think this is going to be a very sweet pudding, but it'll still be lovely with the strawberries. Now already I'm concerned that this mixture is going to, like, I'm going to have loads of soufflé left again, even though I've halved it. You can imagine what it was like last time. Got a big fat spoon here where we're going to do the folding with, all right? I remember learning at school how to fold things, and I remember the massive spoon we had probably wasn't that big because I was smaller. Okay, so we're going to fold this in. Not a big fan of folding. I'm too impatient. But I'm trying to go with it. It really smells of strawberries, which is a good thing. You know, when I buy fresh strawberries, I smell the packet before I buy them. Because if they don't really smell of anything, then they don't taste of anything. If they smell really strong strawberry smell and kind of that sweet smell, you know you've got a good strawberry. So if you ever see me in Sainsbury's or Asda sniffing packets of strawberries, that's why. Okay, so I think we're all folded. I can't see any more white streaks kind of running through it, so I think we're good. So now we're going to pop it into these ramekins, which I think is quite hilarious, to be honest. Because there's just loads. Now I've not greased the ramekins. She says not to grease them, so we're not greasing them. And we're going to fill them up to the top. Oh, I've got a white blob there. Just mix that in. Okay. Okay, and now I'm going to attempt to do something I've seen on MasterChef. It's okay for me to lick my thumb, because it's only me going to be eating these. My husband's just started keto, and I'm baking these things and he can't eat any of them. I guarantee you he's going to walk in tonight and say, "Ooh, can I eat that?" And I'm going to say, "No, it's got honey in it." I think what this does is just gives a better finish to it when it rises. It might not even work. The thing about meringue is, it makes you feel quite bloated when you're eating it. There we go. So they look lovely, and you can see still got loads left. So there are going to be 2 batches I'm going to be cooking these in. Right, so we're going to pop them in the oven now, and we're baking them for about 10 minutes. So they should rise, and they might go a little bit golden brown on the top, a bit like marshmallows do when you toast them. Now I have realised that because they're the only ramekins I've got, I've had to use these 2 bowls, which are considerably bigger than ramekins, and they're not straight at the sides, but I haven't got time to do anything else with the mixture. So I fear if I leave it in the fridge it will just collapse and I won't be able to use it again later. So I'm going to cook them off in these bowls and see what happens to them. They'll get eaten either way. What happens is just meringue and strawberries at the end of the day, and it will be perfectly edible whatever it looks like. So yeah, so I'm going to pop these in the oven with the others. I don't think you're supposed to open the oven when you've got soufflés in there. Okay, we're about ready to take them out of the oven. Let's have a look. Look! They rose! Aren't they fabulous? Now, of course, you're supposed to be doing this for like a dinner party or something so you can impress your guests, but there are no guests to impress, it's just me here. So, just me and you, admiring these beautiful creations. Let me lift one up. They are going to sink. Look at that beautiful thing. Okay. Now I guess if you wanted to be fancy you could put like a dollop of the strawberry stuff in the middle, or you know, you could play with it a little bit once you got a bit more confident. So obviously we're going to do a cheeky taste test. You see the sign's still there, it's not falling down, and it is already starting to shrink down. Alright, I have no idea how hot this is going to be. Oh, it's so fluffy. It's like a little cloud. When you put your spoon into it, it's just fluffiness. Oh! Oh my goodness! Watch this. It's just fluffy. It's so fluffy. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Okay, I need to calm down. Oh, I gotta show you something in a minute. Okay, so the sweetness is great, it's perfect. The strawberry definitely there, and it's lovely. And then the lemon comes in. Again, the lemon is the star of the show. And so, and the lemon is kind of like the aftertaste. So, it's ridiculously good. Oh my goodness, I don't remember it being this good last time I made it. It's absolutely divine. You see me kind of going crunch, crunch, crunch. Well, not crunch, crunch, because there isn't any crunch there. But you see me chewing it, but what I'm chewing, and I'm quite bad for this, I chew everything. So even like my porridge that I make with the ground almonds in it, when I've not put shredded coconut in it, there really isn't anything to chew, but the little tiny pieces of ground almonds I will chew. So the things that I'm chewing in here are the lemon, the bits of lemon skin that I grated. This is ridiculously great. Okay. Now what I need to show you is one of them that's collapsed. It's like a crater. Look. But you know what? It'll still be delicious. You've got to make these. You seriously got to make these. So good. And I need to remember I've got the other ones in the oven as well. I'm just going to have a quick peek actually. They're almost done. They've risen a little bit. So yeah, so if you've got leftover mixture, just stick it in any bowl. I think that'll be in the oven okay, and you can cook them in that, be fine. So, can't even begin to describe to you what a wonderful dessert this would be after a lovely dinner. Cheeky taste test complete. I am so glad these are all mine. Oh, I am just gonna enjoy every single bit. Okay, so I'm gonna shut up now and stop going, ooh, ah. Make them, please make them. Enjoy them, love them as much as I did. I hope you do. I will see you next time in the kitchen. Show you the big ones that I've made. So they have risen a bit, and it would be a lovely pudding maybe for two to share, or if you want to really be really greedy, then eat it all to yourself. So there you go, strawberry souffle.